All right. I gotta thank Mr. Dan. I'm not gonna call his last name because I'm not sure if you wanna, call his last name out. I appreciate it that, like I said, not, how would I say it? A lot of times, like I said, you got to be strong because a lot of people are going to come criticize you and come at your left side and all this other stuff, you know what I mean? But you got real people out there who see where you're coming from and understand what you're trying to do. And then they're like, hey, that's a good thing. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Dan, and all the rest of the people, who thinking positive and not thinking on a negative tip when you're trying to enlighten them about certain things. Like I said, people felt before that, oh, it's because you did this and did that to the truck. The truck have been doing that before I much did any customization to the truck, and like I said before, what about the people who just got theirs last week and is doing that? What you're trying to say, so that got taken care of, and the person I finally enlightened the person in another way, showing another video of other people having the same problem, and that's when the person actually understood where I was coming from. But Mr. Dan was asking me a question about the process, how it went and so forth. Now this thing gets up. Here we go. Asked me the process as to getting what I was getting that stuff, the buyback. The thing about it, like I said, most of the stuff I got from watching on YouTube, and someone gave me some little hey, do this and do that and so forth, and I already got upset. I didn't really get upset. I already got like frustrated going back and forth to the dealership. I said, what, let me just call Ford, the 1-800 number, and then started speaking to different people and was able to contact certain other individuals. So happened that how would I say, when it first started, it was a back and forth. You gotta wait. It wasn't, honestly, they really, when you get into the right person, when you get accepted and so forth, then it's a smooth sailing. To begin with, you gotta check back with them to find out, did they do this, did they do that, and so forth. And the thing is, I guess, being that now everything was documented, because every time you take it to the dealership, you gotta put in the computer and give you a loan and all this other stuff, so they know what's going on. And the thing about it, every time that with these new vehicles, from my understanding, they doesn't have, most of the mechanics not too familiar with the type of equipment that it's equipped with. So then they gotta pretty much type up what they see, send it in to engineering, and then wait 2 days to get a response back, sometime more. And then engineer tells them what to do. They try that. If it doesn't work, they gotta email again, and back and forth and so forth. Now, from the process, I haven't had any issue. It was only about, the only thing you had to do is pretty much get your receipts and stuff. I think that if I didn't ask about it, I'm not sure if I would have been, told. Could have been possible. I don't know. It just seemed like to me, I the one who initiated the questions about, hey, I put a lift on here, I can't take off. My lift was, I got the BDS lift, which was $2,200 and change, and then it cost me like a little bit over $1,000 to put it in, or whatever it was. So I'm like, I can't take that off. What y'all gonna do about it? So kind of find out. They're like, gather the information, gather your title, or if you got payments on it, get all information. So then when time will come that they'll be able to talk to whoever that your lender is and so forth, and see what got to pay and what is what not. My situation that my truck is paid for, so all I had to do is pretty much get a copy of my title, send the front and the back to them. I sent all my receipts, and I made it as easy as I could. Wrote on the receipt, hey, this is for the wheels, this is for my tires, this is my tints, this is my lift, this is what I paid to get it installed, and the whole 9 yards. So that made it real easy. They got it in, and I checked every week with them. Sometimes I reach the lady, which I understand that they have it's not only my case. So, I don't expect them to, every time I call them, that they're going to answer me, or when I send an email. So happened when I call, it's like everything was approved, blah, 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 and they're going to give you this much. And, when the vehicle is sent down to the dealership, then they will put, those numbers together. Now, the funny thing was that when my vehicle was ordered, I forgot the number that was on it. It was whatever it was. But anyways, the number was like, let's just say the difference on the price was like, I think I'd have to pay about $2,500, right, for the upgrades I've done. What I did, I saved myself some money by not letting them put 20-inch wheels on the truck. Because why? I'm getting a lift within a few days after I get it. So why pay $1,400 for some wheels that I really don't need? Because they're coming right off. So I took the wheels off. That saved me some money. Then I was able to do the panoramic roof, the sliding back glass. Like I said, the 7.2 kilowatt. I think that was about it, So that brought up to about, I think it's about $2,500. So which was not bad. I figured, you got $2,500, and then I got to deal with whatever the calculation is going to be for the mileage, which, from my understanding, that could be, Jesus Christ, what the hell is this guy going this goddamn fast, and all in my lane. But anyways, yeah. So bottom line is, it was not it wasn't like you got to argue about anything. Put it this way, that when they gave me the credit for my wheels, they gave me credit for only they saw the rims, and they thought that was it. I'm like, no, I've sent the vehicle's not going to ride with just rims. It needs tires. And I said, y'all didn't give me the credit for the tires. So then I resend it again, because I sent all the receipts I had for everything I've done, and they had to pick through what that they was not paying me for. Like I said, little emblems and stuff. When they told me that, I just sent every receipt that I had. But, I guess somehow they must have overlooked the one for the tires. So I resend it back, and then boom, credited right then. She sent me an email. Okay, you'll be owed this, but then we'll see, when the truck comes in, and we'll calculate and see what we'll take off of that, and then the balance, they'll give me the balance. Now, the funny thing about it is that when I ordered the truck, and the number was like, let's just say it was 58,000, right? No, 60,000, and my truck was 58,000, 58.6. And when I went back recently, like about, I think about 2 weeks ago, and I wanted the printout because I had added the sliding back window after. So I went back, which everything was fine. So then when I went back and got the printout showed another $1,500 more. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But when I look at the order changed. Not the order number, but on the type. I wish I had the paper with me to let you all know. But anyways, there's it was something. It was 230, I think C230 or whatever it was, and then they changed it to C whatever 240. And I brought that to their attention, because what I signed for is what it should have been. That's what I should be paying. And they say it's no problem. Well, things do go up. I understand things go up, but this is what I signed for. So they say that's not no big deal. You could always argue that and win that. That's the good thing about the sales guy who's going to take the vehicle in when I bring it back. He was pretty helpful. It was not only him, but you got some people who really don't care, but he was pretty helpful. Him and the lady I spoke to, her name is Miss Julie. She's very nice lady, very nice lady. You be straightforward with people. Sometimes you could be straightforward with a person and they still PS you, but I'm the type of person, man, I treat you like how you are. Not like how you are. I look at you, no matter your color. You cool with me, I'm cool with you. If we don't speak, that's fine. But she's a very nice lady, very nice lady. She called and spoke to me, and right now the only thing I got to do now is wait for the build, and go from there. But as for that, I appreciate it, Dan, that you asked that question, what I mean, and I decided to, why not make a video, and then, other people who might not read, all the messages could look at this video and get answer that might answer their questions too. So I guess if anything else you need to know about it, so far, like I said, everything's going good. So right now I have nothing else to worry about other than when the vehicle comes in, and to deal with the mileage, which they said that could be, it's not a worry. The mileage is something that you could easily, they could wipe all that out if it's not charging you anything, or charge you a little bit. Until that time gets there, then I'll see what it is. I'll keep you all posted as to how it went. But as for now, just gonna wait to see when the build date starts, which is supposed to be like the end of this month. And then from that point on, I'll keep you all posted. All right, so other than that, the same thing. Like I was saying about earlier, let me just turn this camera around. Let me see, do I have there we go. Okay, there we go. So like right now, it went back to my view. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like I can't, it just goes back every time you cut it off and you go back in. So I gotta every time get back and take it out of that and put it back on trip one and all this other stuff. And even yesterday I noticed it actually came from that and went on another one by itself. So it went to the regular, like I wanted it like on trip one by itself. So it does its thing. So like I said, things happen. Me personally, I buy a vehicle and I like it to operate the way, if I pay extra money for something, I want to be able to use it. I don't feel like I should have to, every time I get in here, this is what I see. I can't tell how much miles per gallon I'm using. I got to manually go change it again. When I change it again, I cut the vehicle off, I crank back up, bam, it goes back to the same thing. So it's not a complainer, to each his own. So another person might not bother them. To me, it's not, it bothers me. I just would like it to be the way it should be, simple. And I appreciated that Ford is stepping up to the plate and not, giving no runarounds, and correcting, making corrections to us wherever, they have tried their best. I don't know what they're gonna do with this truck. Like I told them before, if you're planning on repairing this vehicle and selling it or whatever, I think it's best to just pay me for the wheels and tires, leave it on there. You'll get more money for it when you resell it than me taking this off and putting smaller wheels and tires on top of it, which is gonna look kind of retarded. So, but other than that, just let me know if anything else you'll like to know. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. And don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.